Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem New Mystery the Emblem. In the last episode, we traversed through the Caden Desert, and we actually ended up getting attacked by the magical corps that are actually basically the defenders of the Caden Desert in general. And we still don't know exactly why, because we were literally attacked without reason from what we can tell. But we were also being chased down by the forces of Astrum and the heroes of Archanea, because apparently they still want to kill us, and he wants to send us all to our graves, apparently. So, with that, we're going to be continuing the story of Caden, and now we're actually inside their magical sanctuary. So, with that, we're going to be heading into the sanctuary of, basically, the sanctuary of sorcery, also known as the Two Sorcerers chapter. So, chapter 10, we're all ready for you, and I did look ahead, and we actually have quite a bit to do for today's episode. So, with that, let's head into chapter 10 and see what's going on, because we're officially now inside their, basically what you would say, yeah, the School of Magic, basically. So, let's do this. Don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but we actually have the name of this guy that we were hearing about in the last episode. So, although his name is said a different way, his actual English translated name is apparently Arlen, and that is the guy in the red cape on the right of Merrick. So, other than that, let's continue. Caden is an independent city-state, taking orders from no foreign nation. The Archmage has many pontifices under him, governing according to their council. In the previous war, Pontifex Garneth allied with Dolar and dragged Caden into war, and the city suffered great damage as a result, as Caden had lost all of its pontifices. Wendell became its Archmage, and started rebuilding the city. However, Wendell left on a journey to fulfill a mission given to him by Godo. He then left Caden in the care of two young men. They were two skilled and promising young mages, Merrick and Arlen. And with that, we're officially inside the School of Magic, apparently. With, technically, we did slaughter the entirety of the forces of, Astrum, leaving only Astrum as the only person still chasing us. I don't know if the game's actually gonna register that we got rid of the rest of his heroes, but we did technically slaughter his entire squad. So, I don't think he might be chasing us anymore, and he should still be recruitable for a future chapter. So, other than that, let's actually see what's going on here. So, this is the School of Caden, the sanctuary of those who study magic. Indeed, Merrick studied here since he was just a child. I personally have no magical ability, but as for you, Spooks, you're incredible. I don't think you'd lose to even Merrick. I wonder if I could study here, in Caden. Actually, I think they'd want you to teach. Maybe. I could technically become Byleth in this game in a way, I guess you could say. So apparently I'm able, technically, due to the fact that we actually have so much magic, we're actually more than likely the strongest mage on the map when it comes to any map as of here in probably the next couple chapters. Because I believe we're actually next to the magic cap at this point, which is actually pretty cool. So the first one is Arlen, so let's see what's going on here. Sir Spooks, Merrick told me much about you. How before becoming a knight you spent your days training in Altea's castle. Yeah, I still remember the days when I fought together with my fellow knights in training. Yeah, we were called the 7th Platoon, and I remember that. That was actually pretty fun. I liked the prologue chapters. I see with your companions. That's wonderful. All your companions now Altean knights. Actually, yes, actually. Wait, really? No, one of them became our enemy. Oh yeah, Katarina. Forgot about that. She technically did count as a knight of the 7th Platoon. So, technically, no. But technically, yes, since she didn't actually fight with us and she was our tactician, and even she said herself that we actually didn't even need her, because we were literally commanding our army without her, basically, and she even said so. So honestly, technically no, and technically yes at the same time. But I don't want to fight her. Because, if possible, that's how I feel.
Indeed. There's nothing sadder than fighting your former comrades. I have no love for conflict, especially between comrades who were supposed to learn and grow together. So, Sir Spooks, I too wish to stop the fighting between my disciples. That's how I feel.
Disciples? Do you mean Sir Merrick?
Once upon a time, I had two brilliant disciples. One was Merrick, and the other one was Arlen. However, for some reason, Arlen grew to despise Merrick, and the two are now fighting in Caden. Sir Spooks, I must go to Arlen and bring an end to this battle.
And with that, we will definitely do that, and we're actually forced to bring Wendell if we actually want to recruit Arlen. And he's technically the boss of this chapter, so we actually can recruit the boss, like we did with George in the previous chapter, or one of the previous chapters. That was the, I believe, episode 12. Yeah, the one we were running, so yeah, episode 12. So, honestly, it's nice to be able to actually recruit bosses, because the only other time I remember seeing that was in Shadow Dragon in the Blade of Lights, and that was with Tiki, when we had Bantu. So honestly, it's pretty cool to see recruitable bosses in chapters, honestly. It's a nice change of pace, honestly, because I've never really ran into that in the games I've played. So it's nice to see that in both Shadow Dragon the Blade of Light and New Mystery the Emblem, and I'm pretty sure that's the same case in the original version, or the remake of Shadow Dragon and the original version of Mystery of the Emblem. So, with that, let's actually see what our case file is for this chapter.
Who would have thought that even Caden would be our enemy? I'm sure the revelation caused Prince Marth no small pain. What has the world come to? Not only does Harden attack us, but even Caden, our safest allies in this era. Sir Merrick, as a close friend of the Prince, is here in Caden's sanctuary. I am sure the truth will become clear once we're inside the building.
Maybe. Well, we got a bunch of supports here, and they're actually, 3 finishers, actually. So, first off first, let's do Luke and Spooks. So, let's see what's going on here.
Alright, I'm finished. Spooks is scarred. What's next? Bring it on. I'll take on any training.
This was the last bit of training This was the last bit of today's training.
What? It's over. I didn't? What do you think? Spooks is scarred. I was able to keep up with your training.
Yeah, you were incredible, Luke. It's the first time you've been able to go on this long. And Hero was convinced you were just going to complain again.
Nah, I didn't complain. I did complain. But you just dragged me along regardless. But, well, I have to thank you. Spooks is scarred. Thanks, man.
The pleasure was mine. It's as though you're somebody else on the battlefield as of late. It might be time I learned from you instead.
Spooks is scarred, don't envy me.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Spooks is scarred, keep your eyes on me in the next battle. I'll show you my cool sign again and again, until you're sick of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And there we go, we got ourselves a strength bond. It seems like all you get are these bonds for the, final ones. Honestly, I don't know if I'll even use them. We could use them for the final chapter, which is what I'm thinking of doing, because it feels smarter to use all of our bonds on the final chapter, and just have everyone as maxed out as possible with all those special bonds that we've been collecting each and every chapter. But, honestly, I still like the sports, so honestly the sports are honestly the only thing I really care about, even though the bonds are useful once the time comes. But, let's see here, Cecile and Spooks. Let's see what's going on with this one. See, Spooks? What's the matter?
Did you hear that rumor? I don't believe it, but I'm just curious.
What rumor?
You know, the rumor about that there's a ghost haunting this army.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Nonsense? They say the ghost of a long-haired girl.
Yeah, that was just some dry wood. Somebody was just seeing things. It's just a joke at this point.
I see, yeah. Of course, there's no way it could have been a ghost.
Oh, is that why she ran off in the last one? Because she thought she saw it? Cecile, don't tell me you're afraid of the ghost.
No way. Something like that couldn't possibly exist. I'm not a child anymore.
Well, technically in a way, because apparently the Imhulu tome is actually able to use the forces of basically the undead, basically, based on the art on the Fire Emblem Heroes version of the Imhulu tome. So basically, technically, ghosts do exist in this timeline. So I don't know if the ghouls still exist, because ghouls only seem to exist in certain Fire Emblems, and not this one in specific. So I haven't seen any yet, but they could exist in this game somewhere, because there is a type of monster class in a bunch of the Fire Emblem games. So ghosts definitely could happen in this game as well. So you never know, honestly.
Ghosts are silly, but just to be on the safe side. What is wrong? Something wrong?
Didn't you hear that strange sound, Cecile?
Huh?
Cecile?
Where did it come from? Where is it? No.
Wait, calm down, Cecile. I can't move with you clinging onto me like this.
But it's the ghost. Be gone, vile spirit.
Cecile, listen to me. My neck, stop squeezing I can't breathe.
Someone save me.
That's my line. I've never heard Spooks say that line before, but you know what? Honestly, I'll believe it if he says it. Okay, let's do Mauritia's final one. Okay, she's been pretty weird as of each and every support line conversation that we've gotten with her. So honestly, I don't know how this is gonna go. So let's see what Mauritia ends up saying this time, because hopefully she's no longer cuckoo, because she's definitely got a couple screws loose based on what we've seen so far.
Hello, Spooks.
Oh, Mauritia. I hear you stopped sneaking into Prince Marth's room. That's one less thing for me to worry about.
Yeah, actually, I've been wondering. How should I handle my feelings for Prince Marth?
I see you finally understand. You let your imagination run wild. It's time to face reality as like an adult.
I'm already an adult.
I felt the same way back when I lived in my village. But now that I've become a knight, and fought all these battles, I see clearly. I was a child back then. I hadn't seen enough of the world.
Is that so?
Yeah, you're still young. You should think carefully about your life. You will continue to mature and gradually become a much more charming woman.
Spooks. Thank you, Spooks.
I'm just glad you understand.
Say, Spooks, where would you like to hold our wedding?
Oh. Uh-oh. She wants us now. What?
Prince Marth is out of my league, but you're strong and kind. Maybe you could be my prince instead. When I'm afraid in battle, you whisper to me, it's alright, I'm here by your side.
Actually, technically that does kind of sound like what Spooks would say. More, well, exaggerated version of it. He does probably say, I'm gonna try and protect you because she is the only healer on our team. It would make sense. But I think she's exaggerating it quite a bit.
And then you embrace me tightly? Eek, silly Mauritia.
Alright. Come back when you're an adult. Oh, I guess Spooks does feel like that way.
Enough already. You're always treating me like a kid. I'm already a grown-up. A few years from now, I'll be super pretty, and it'll be too late for you to slave for my attention.
Okay. I guess we'll find out more once the actual story's over, because I don't know if supports have a final story at the end of the game during the credit scenes, because in Awakening and games past this is the game right before Awakening, and Awakening had that. So I think this game might also have that feature, where once you get to the final support conversation with a character, it adds story to them, and basically makes a this and this character kind of situation, and has like a support ending, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So honestly, I don't know if that's the end of Mauritia and Spooks' story for sure, or any other character that we've hit rank 3 on yet. So honestly, I don't know what's going to happen when it comes to the end of that. But other than that, let's continue. Sir Ogma.
What's wrong? Want another match? Our last battle didn't reach a conclusion after all.
No, it was my loss. I know you were holding back when you took me by surprise. Otherwise, I doubt my body could stand in a battlefield ever again. It was a good lesson. The way you fight is completely different from a knight's.
Dirty fighting, you mean?
Perhaps I would have called it that, had you asked me before this. However, I couldn't do anything against that dirty fighting. Your fighting style, Sir Ogma, isn't that of a regular soldier. It's...
that of a gladiator. One who fights to the death for the pleasure of others. Blinding his opponent's eyes with sand, crushing their heads with a sword soaked in grease and blood. Roaring like a beast, crushing his opponent's flesh even when they move no longer. I was thrown into a place like that when I was still a kid, and battled my way through it.
That kind of place is probably even more terrible than a battlefield, isn't it?
It's a world you're better off not knowing. I don't wish to remember it either. But you understand now, don't you? I'm not a man you want to become.
Aw, kinda sad, honestly. He seems he's honestly one of the nicer characters in the story, even with the background like that. Honestly, based on what I've seen of Ogma in the original game and of this game, he's got a very good heart, even with a background as tragic as that, because he could definitely be a villain character with a tragic backstory like that. So honestly, I can see him being a villain if things didn't turn out the way they did. And thankfully, Seda was the one that saved him, and ended up giving him a second chance at life, because he ended up quitting the gladiator ring, and ended up basically serving Talus, and honestly, serving Seda as much as he possibly can. And honestly, I really appreciate that, because Ogma is really cool, and Seda was pretty good in the original game, with stat boost, of course. But she ended up becoming one of the best units on her team due to that. So honestly, it's just nice to see that that's how Ogma's story ended up, and he didn't end up dying in the arena like it could have went, or him becoming a villain and being a mercenary for hire for people that would be on the opposite side of the war, like Camus, even though Camus was a knight of Grust and not a hired mercenary. So, other than that, we got one more support, and that's for Luke and Rodrick. So, let's see how this pair ends up going out, because this is basically our Abel and Cain. So, honestly, I'm really wondering how this is gonna go.
Luke, why did you lie to me? Huh? What do you want about?
About your motive of becoming a knight. Why did you make up that story about attracting girls?
Who told you?
Sir Yagan. He told me during a war council the other day.
Damn. I guess I have nowhere to hide now.
Oh, really? It wasn't to attract girls? I really actually thought it was that, due to how he acted with, Cecile, and how he told, our main character about that as well. Huh. Apparently it's something different. So you volunteered to become a knight in place of your older brother. You became bedridden right when he was about to who had become bedridden when he was about to receive the title himself. That's a splendid reason. One you should be proud of. Why lie?
It isn't splendid, and it isn't anything to be proud of.
What?
My family has served as an Altean knights for generations. In other words, I was forced to volunteer as my brother's substitute, to protect my family's honor. But, you see, I'm me. I'm not my brother. I'm not some stinking substitute. Luke. So I decided to volunteer on my own steam. For all the women of this world, naturally.
Let's just leave it at that. I'm counting on you, partner. Let's hope we can get a girlfriend or two, with our dashing visages and perilous chivalry.
So even you got a sense of humor. Thanks, man. I'm counting on you too.
Oh, that actually ended up becoming pretty cool, because Rodrick was really harsh on Luke and every other support, and they ended up becoming friends in the end. That's actually pretty nice. Although Rodrick is nowhere like how Luke is, and we know that for sure due to how he reacted to Cecile. He the only person he seems to have eyes on is Cecile. And Luke is the other way around. He's more of a Sylvain, basically, from what I can see. So honestly, yeah, I don't know how it's going to end up with him in the end. And honestly, with all of those finished, I'll be right back. I'm going to go mess around with our inventories, throw on the Thief Staff as well, because apparently the Thief Staff that we got in the last episode is actually a staff that doesn't steal items from enemies. It steals items from chests, from long range, and from infinite range, in fact. So, with that, I'll be right back. I'm going to mess around the inventory, make sure everyone's in places I want them, and we'll be right back, and I'll see you all in literally a second. So, BRB, boys and girls. Okay, with everyone now situated, the only person we're dropping off for today's episode is because we need Wendell. We need to drop off Camus, because we technically don't need him every single chapter. Since he is a pre-promote unit, he's already promoted, and we don't need to worry about his levels or anything. Because he's easy to level, basically, is what I'm saying. So, in order to add Wendell to our team, I ended up making Camus sit on the sidelines for today's episode, but I think we're pretty much ready. So, with that, let's do this. So, I think we're all ready. We have everyone in preparation, and we also have 2 recruitable allies on this chapter. We have Arlen and Merrick. Merrick is free, but Arlen we need to bring Wendell to. So all we need to do is just get Wendell to the throne. So, with that, let's do this.
Merrick, it's time to put an end to this.
Oh, wait, Arlen, why do we have to fight? We were both Master Wendell's pupils. We are friends, are we not? Why do you despise me so?
I was Master Wendell's disciple before you, and I was the stronger one. Even so, Master Wendell gave you Excalibur. He should have given it to me.
Oh, wait a minute, this is familiar. Remember Godo? Godo had 2 disciples. One that ended up getting the proper training, and Garneth. This is basically a Garneth situation here. Wow, I did not actually think that was gonna happen. Huh. So a Garneth that ends up becoming a good guy, basically, is what we're looking at here. That's actually pretty interesting. But let's see how this goes.
Clearly I was the only one worthy to be his successor.
But I have no intention of succeeding Master Wendell. I hold no ill feelings for Caden, but once I finish studying, I plan to go home. Back in Altea, there's somebody I must protect for the rest of my life. So, Alren, please, why don't you join us, so we can take back Altea?
Altea, you say? Why should we help a country that rebelled against the Empire and attempted to invade their fair nation? The Mage Corps of Caden have sworn allegiance to Emperor Halden. Oh, I see. I knew it was you. You dragged the Altean army here.
No, that's not how it is.
Shut your mouth, traitor. I won't listen to your lies any longer. Your Excalibur and my Thorin will put them to the test.
Okay, and there we are. We're officially in Chapter 10, and we're officially in the School of Magic here. So, I did notice one thing we need to worry about here. There is 2 swarm users right on the beginning of the chapter. So, to make things 10 times easier for us, I'm just going to toss 2 javelins at both of these guys and just throw them off the map completely, because I am not dealing with long-range magic. Just gonna be honest. And this makes it 10 times easier to deal with this, since, honestly, getting rid of them completely is just gonna make things 10 times easier for us, and honestly, gonna make things a lot more calm to deal with, since, honestly, I don't want to deal with 2 swarm users, to be honest. Okay, not bad. We got some decency out of that level as well. We got some HP. I think it was luck and resistance, I think. I didn't pay too close attention. I was more worrying on what we were actually talking about. Okay. Other than that, we actually have to make sure who's going where. So, I'm going to actually talk about the requirements to actually get the side story, because 10X is literally the next chapter after this. So if you want to unlock Chapter 10X, based on what I read, you have to finish this in 15 turns on normal mode, and it increases by 3 depending on what difficulty you are on. So if you're on hard, you'll get 18 turns. If you're on I believe, lunatic normal mode, it will be 21, basically like that. But there's another way to do this. Keep 3 clerics alive, and you can actually get what you want just by doing that. So, as long as you keep 3 of these clerics alive, you can actually just progress into Chapter 10X without having to worry about the turn limit. So, with that, I think we're all ready. We're actually going to have Julian run to the outside trenches, because, for 2 reasons. There's 2 treasure chests on the outside of the map, and we need to run to those. I don't know what's in them, but I want to make sure I get them, so we're going to make sure that he's doing that. Spooks, I'm going to actually have him make his way to the left side. I might end up using 3 charges of my thief staff, because I don't know how long it's going to take Julian to run to the other side of the map, so just in case, we're going to make this easier on us. It looks like it's pretty easy to actually walk in this map, because there's no, like, major threats. Based on what I can see, the only major threat I see here is honestly just the swarm users, because we don't really have much resistance when it comes to this. So honestly, it's actually a pretty decent map when it comes to just in general. So we're just going to Iron Lance this guy since he can't attack us anyways, and also we can pull the mercenary over and have him attack us as well, so let's just make it easy on us. Honestly, we don't need the pure water, we'll just convoy that for now. And then I guess we can just make Orion go right side. I'm going to have actually Marth go this way instead, and then we're just going to use the rescue staff to force him to come the other way. And then we're going to actually use our Thief Tome to start stealing from these item chests over here. So let's see we got. We got a Psychic Staff. Always like to see that. Let's see here. Honestly, I don't see who we should throw. Let's not waste it yet. We'll save it for later. Okay, free level there. That's actually really good. So now she's on level 7. 1 HP technically isn't bad. So honestly, she's just more bulky. Technically it's a bad level, but it could be worse, honestly. Other than that, it seems like we're perfectly safe to continue walking. So honestly, we're perfectly safe to do whatever we want. I don't know if there's reinforcements on this chapter, so we do need to worry about that. Other than that, I think we're pretty much fine to do whatever we want. Since Ogma is full HP, I think we can take 1 Thunder, and he won't be doubled more than likely, so we can just run him in and force the units to start chasing him, so let's actually do that. And then we'll have Cecile go right side. I think that's everyone that we need to move other than Merrick. So Merrick still needs to move, in a way. So let's see here, where should Merrick go? Don't think he can talk to you, so let's not even try that. Is he gonna chase me down? No, he isn't. So he also has an Aries star symbol on him. Gives him skill and luck +1. Doesn't sound too bad, honestly. Don't know who I might throw that onto, but it could be helpful in the near future. Honestly, the only thing I can see here is maybe getting rid of one of these clerics, since we can get rid of a couple of them. So let's get rid of the ones that can heal the boss. Honestly, that seems like the smartest option. So, Merrick, you're gonna take out some of these clerics that are nearby. You'll be fine, I think. I don't think the swordsmans can get rid of you. So honestly, I think he'll be fine other than that. He takes 11 damage, but they have Killing Edge. So, technically they could get rid of him. I think he'll double here, though. He doesn't get doubled, and he doesn't double, so... Although unfortunate, honestly it still works for us in the end. So honestly, Merrick should be fine. As long as he doesn't get doubled. Okay, we don't need to worry then, because for 2 reasons. That guy doesn't have a Killing Edge, so we don't even need to worry. Okay, I was actually worrying that guy was going to have one. Okay, so since that is the case, we can just run Katria over here, have her toss a javelin at this guy, knock him out, and then Merrick doesn't have to worry about getting attacked anymore. Not bad, not bad. Throw you over here, Merrick, and you steal this Killing Edge off of this guy, and make our lives 10 times easier and not have to worry about you getting literally slaughtered by every enemy that's in the range of you at the moment. Okay, now he doesn't need to worry. Okay, not bad, not bad. Other than that, we really don't need to worry about this cleric over here, so we don't need to worry there. Who's the biggest when it comes to resistance taking? Wendell is. Wendell, I don't think he'll double, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's move Ryan and Cecile as close as possible. Have Julian start rushing as far as he possibly can. as well as Marth. I hope there's no reinforcements because we need to make our way all the way around, and that's the only way we're going to be getting those chests on the outside, other than using the Thief Tome to do so. So hopefully we don't need to do that. Other than that, I'm actually going to use our staff one more time to get this one over here. And we got a large bullion. I'll take that. We are actually out of gold, so 10,000 gold is actually really helpful. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's dance Mauritia into moving again. And figure out what we want to do now. Okay, so what I could see of doing here is we can go for... Honestly, Ogma is about to level. Honestly, I'm going to do that. I want the free level. So let's use Ogma to knock out this guy. And then we'll figure out from there. And then we have 3 clerics that we can keep alive. Oh, that... I actually... Oh, your steel sword was broken. Oh. Oops. Well, that's unfortunate. What else can we do here? Luke or Rodrick? Luke is farther from leveling, so let's have Luke get this one. Then just Iron Lance this guy once, make it easy on us, since it's literally just freebie, since Iron Lances are easy to buy. And then we can have... Let's see here, how many clerics are still left on map? There's one here, there's one here, so 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. So we can get rid of two of the clerics. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And I guess we could get rid of this one. Okay, so I just need to remember that. Unless I think I'm going to be able to finish this in 15 turns, which I think we will be able to, because I'm going to end up using the Rescue Tome to pull Marth back into the castle, just to make things easier for us. Okay, other than that, just keep moving forward, and then just wait there, I think. And then I think that's going to pull this guy forward, I think. Yeah, he's easily going to pull over. Other than defense, what are we worrying about here? Honestly, nothing much. Okay, Rodrick, you sit there, and end turn. Not bad, not bad. Honestly, we're getting some good movements in here. And we actually dodged something for once. Because usually every single time a turn... Oh, well, he ended up taking that level that I did not want him to take. Because that could have either went to Cecile or Brian, but I guess I have another Elfire to go with. I actually need one of those because I wasn't able to buy anything from the armory in the last chapter. And apparently that's going to be the only one for a couple chapters, apparently, based on what the villagers were saying. And, ooh, HP, Strength, Speed. Not bad, I like that. That's actually a really good level. And now Ogma is technically getting really close to being maxed out on speed and skill, actually, too. He's actually getting really strong. Okay, not bad. I actually don't know if that's actually the max cap. I feel like once we actually upgrade them to the next rank, it's going to be like something like 30 or 40. But honestly, I'm not sure until we actually get to there. Okay, other than that, let's see here what we're working with. So we can get rid of one more cleric. None of these clerics have any kind of damage, right? No, it doesn't seem like it. So he's got a Fire Tome. We might not even have to keep the clerics alive here, actually, due to the fact that if we do this correctly, we can actually do it a different way, which honestly doesn't really bother me, which is actually nice. Honestly, the first thing I can see here is moving Spooks forward, and then, let's see here. Don't see anything where Fina can do anything here, so let's just move Fina forward, and then have Rodrick do something. I don't know what I want him to do yet, but I do want him to do something. Actually, since I know we're going to be able to finish this before 15 turns, we're actually going to just get rid of the clerics. Because this is free experience we're missing out on if we do it that way. So I feel like we'll be fine because I am going to use that Rescue Tome. Because I still have one more stack of the Hammerny staff, so I don't need to worry about breaking it. Okay, not bad, not bad. Keep moving forward. And then, let's see here, what do I want to do here? We can have maybe Katria can fight off this guy. Nope, not at all. 14 damage is not enough. But we could run into him and see what happens. Let's see here. Ooh, we can get rid of him actually, but he's the bot. He's recruitable, so that would be a bad thing. I'm just wondering just what I could do if I wanted to do something different. But I am going to be recruiting him since this is 100%, a 100% run to recruit everybody as much as I can. If I do miss someone because it's impossible to, then it happens. It's nothing I can do, but honestly, I'm just trying my best at recruiting everyone I can, as much as I possibly can, because it seems like it will be possible to recruit a bunch of them. So honestly, I feel like that mission will be possible, so we don't need to worry about not being able to recruit everyone like I hope. And I think, based on what I was reading, this actually has like 88 recruitable units. Some are in downloadable like chapters, and that's the Assassins DLC. I don't know how to actually get it though, that's the only thing, because due to this being an emulator, I actually don't know if it's already built into it, or if you have to beat the game in order to unlock it in the emulator, or what. But there is that, and you can actually play as the Assassins before the story that we're playing right now. So honestly, I might check into that, and ooh, I did not think about Cecile being in this kind of a situation. Well, Cecile's down, and we've already read this, so down goes Cecile, and sorry about that. I actually should have probably paid more attention. It's fine though, since Cecile isn't in a bad spot anymore. She's actually easily able to get experience now and doesn't have to worry as much. So honestly, it's not the worst case scenario. Honestly, the best thing I can think of doing here is just sniping this guy, and then have Wendell deal with the short-range guy there, the fighter. Or we can actually just heal him with Wendell, and then do something else. Ooh, HP, Strength, Speed, and Luck. I like that level a lot, actually, because Ryan has had a hard time at getting any kind of healing, or not healing, speed. So honestly, any kind of speed he gets is nice, because now he's finally doubling people. Okay, Katria can't make it in time to help out. So, honestly, Katria, you just make your way this way, I guess. And then help out on the right side. The least amount you can at least do. Ogma, you come in here. Actually, wait, you got your level, actually. You don't need to do so. You can come here. Rodrick, you're going to do your double with your iron sword here. And then we'll have to figure out how to get, well, how to block ourselves from getting knocked out a second time, because honestly, I try not to get anybody knocked out on accident, and that's the first time that's happened in a couple episodes. So honestly, I'm just trying my best to try and not knock out too many units, because although we are playing on casual mode, I do try to at least make sure people don't go down, because I'm trying to entertain you guys, and when although I am entertaining you guys, there is problems when it comes to actually making smart moves sometimes, because most of what I'm thinking about is trying to make something fun for you guys, but sometimes I'll mess up because there's something that's happening in-game that I'm not completely paying attention to, and these games are like those type of games where you're supposed to kind of put all your brain power into actually thinking of what you're going to do next. And because of that, I'm actually messing up a couple times, and that's the whole reason why I always have to say sorry to you guys, because I honestly do feel bad about knocking someone out on accident, because it really isn't what I was planning on doing, and it just so happened to happen. Okay, it seems like there's no reinforcements on this map, and this guy's forcing me to knock him out for a free experience gain for Wendell. Of course he is. Why did you not attack Ryan? Ryan doesn't even attack you back. Okay then. Weird. So they prioritize bishops and clerics as well, apparently. Ooh, and we actually got a crit for once, because we don't usually get those for Spooks, and now that we're actually hitting the higher skill ranks, we're actually getting our crits for once. Magic, skill, speed, HP? Really good. Really, really good. Really, really good. Okay. Well, Marth, you keep making your way forward. Let's see here. Who can use a free level here? Rodrick might be able to get one here, honestly. Let's see here. I don't know how much these clerics actually were giving us, because I wasn't paying attention. Let's see here. From 70 to 84, so it gives you 14. Not the worst case, honestly. We can do a free heal for Marisha here. And then we can also do a dance for Fina as well, for some free experience. Honestly, any kind of free experience is nice experience. And then we can use the staff again to heal up our buddy Spooks here. Get another free experience gain. Have Spooks continue forward, as well as Ogma and Luke. And then we just figure out from there what we want to do next, because we just need to get Wendell to the other side of the map now. Because he's getting close, but he's not close enough. Okay, other than that, keep moving forward. Ryan's nowhere close to getting a level, but honestly I'm going to take a free knockout on this cleric over here, so let's just do that. Okay, down goes another cleric. Now there's literally none on the field, so the one for not knocking out all the clerics and leaving 3 alive is technically no longer on the table, but we're easily going to get that 15 turn one, so we don't need to worry about that. So I was right, we were easily able to do that. So what's hidden inside these chests, I wonder, actually? Unlock. Unlock? Oh, it's a staff that unlocks chest. Oh. Huh. So there's a unlock staff and a thief staff. That's kind of cool. I'm guessing that one is ranged, though. I'm gonna guess you have to be either, like, right on top of it, or, like, a small range for the unlock one. Honestly, it's not bad. It's nice to see. It makes things 10 times easier for us. Okay, Marth, I'm gonna have you open this chest now. Silence staff. Okay. So we can make all magic disappear for a turn. That's not bad. I like that. Okay, let's send that off to Convoy for now, since we don't need it right this minute. But we will need it later, so other than that, Wendell, you keep moving forward, buddy. Honestly, I see a free heal here. I'm going to take that. And then we're going to dance Fina. And then we're going to actually teleport Marth all the way over to the other side of the map. And we also got a level for Fina here as well, so let's see what we get. Skill and speed, not bad. So now we're 24 speed. She's literally going to double everything. Okay, so let's rescue Marth. Pull him all the way from the outside of the castle to the inside. Not bad, not bad. Okay, and Marisha's actually about to level again. Not bad. Okay. What else can we do here to do anything we could possibly do? I don't even know if there even is reinforcements, because if there isn't, this is actually a really easy chapter compared to the previous ones we've been on. Okay, other than that, honestly, I don't see anything else we need to do. We can just force our units to continue moving forward towards Arlen here, and just end the chapter off. Because there's literally no one attacking us, and Astrum still hasn't showed up, so I think they're going to leave us alone, actually. Okay, end turn. Just keep doing what we're doing. I do think I should probably make a save here, so let's just do one of those real quick, just so I can get the free experience after the chapter and in between episodes for Mauritia. And other than that, let's go and recruit our ally for this chapter. So, Arlen, hello buddy. Wendell is here to tell you to stop doing what you're doing. So, here you go, buddy.
Arlen, what are you doing? Master Wendell, you still don't understand my decision, do you? Indeed, as a mage, your power surpasses mine. But you lack compassion. That is why I did not grant you Excalibur. Compassion? I had decided that you were to be my successor when the time came. To think you would harbor a grudge against me. Does that not make you the same as Garneth? The same as Garneth? Teacher, what are you saying? Arlen, listen to me. Garneth, along with Pontifex Miloa, were Lord Goto's best pupils. But Lord Goto saw Garneth's weakness and left Caden and the Oratome to Pontifex Miloa. Garneth, overcame by jealousy, stole the Dark Sphere from Lord Goto and created the Imhulu Tome. As a result, his heart was trapped within the Dark Sphere for all eternity. Wrath and envy led him to ruin. Do you understand, Arlen? Teacher, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. Please, I find it in your heart to forgive me. Arlen, you will use the power of yours for the good of the people. Understand?
And with that, we officially now have Arlen. So, now we have a new ally on our team. Honestly, since he is in range, I'm actually going to do this early and just throw the skill and luck. Actually, I might be able to throw it onto Marth, actually. Does he have enough room? He actually technically does. Let's see here. If I can, and this might be the unit I might end up using this on. So, honestly, throw that onto him. And that actually gives him some extra skill as well, which makes it easier for him to crit. And other than that, let's end our turn and seize the throne. Chapter 10 is now done, and we should have an unlocked version of Chapter 10X. Oh, hey, look who it is, it's Godo. Is he dead? Or is he doing his astral projection that he did in the original game? Well, I guess we're about to find out.
Marth, do you hear me?
Lord Goto. Yes I can. You are speaking to me through magic, are you not? Lord Goto, I must ask, what's happened to cause Hardens to suddenly change so much?
The Dark Sphere is the culprit. Hardin's soul is trapped within the Dark Sphere.
The Dark Sphere? What on earth is that? That's apparently what made the Hulu tome, apparently based on what Wendell and Arlen were talking about.
Light, star, earth, light, life, and darkness. In this world, there exist 5 sacred orbs. The Dark Sphere is that which complements the Light Sphere. In battle, it possesses the enemy's mind, negating their attacks. But the Dark Sphere also amplifies wrath, envy, and can turn its owner into a demon. Harden must have obtained the Dark Sphere from somewhere, and now his heart has been lost to it.
But why? He should have been happy after his reunion with his beloved Princess Nina. So why the envy?
Prince. Humans are never simple creatures. In any case, the only object that can overcome Harden's Dark Sphere is the Light Sphere. If you want to do something about him, then you had best come and get it from me.
Huh? Really, Lord Goto? If you have the Light Sphere, then we can save Harden.
Well, if his heart is not completely consumed, then perhaps.
Lord Goto, please lend me the Light Sphere to me.
If you come in person to the Ice Dragon Shrine, where I reside, then you shall have it. But that will be no easy task. So Marth, do you have the courage to walk the path that Henri walked?
Yes I do. I will go. Please allow me to go. I must have the Light Sphere. And with that, we're officially going to be meeting Tiki and Godo sometime soon, because that is where Tiki is, apparently based on what Bantu was talking about. So we'll definitely be meeting Goto and Tiki sometime soon due to that. I wonder what we're going to be finding in the Ice Dragon Shrine. Based on what it sounds like in Snow Map, based on what it sounds like, so that's going to be cool. Because I've only seen snow maps in Fates. So honestly, I'm going to have fun with that, honestly. So, other than that, let's see what's going on with Egan, because I'm thinking he's going to tell us about Chapter 10X now.
Spooks, may I have a word? As the army strategist, I have been observing each and every one of our battles. If I were to sum up your recent style of fighting, I would say unsatisfactory. It pains me to say it.
Really? I thought we did fine. We've lost, like, literally no fights. And we've literally had people not be knocked out in multiple chapters in a row for the longest time. Apparently, Egan still thinks we're not doing too hot. Really? I thought we're perfectly leveled. I think it's because we don't have promotion units. I think that's why he's saying it. It could be the reason, honestly. But let's hear.
But your comrades have fallen one after another. At this rate, I worry in your future. You must protect them from now on. Their lives are in your hands, Spooks.
Yes, Sir Egan. Well, no one's died. They've only been knocked out. Oh, hey. And her name has been changed. Her name is Malice, if you're wondering. So, let's see what's going on with her. She's in the remake of Shadow Dragon. But she technically is new to us since we never met her. So, let's see what's going on with her.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second? I came here because I heard Marth's group was passing by, but,
sorry? Who are you?
I'm Malice, a mercenary and not a cheap one. I'd like to ask you something. Is your prince okay with playing gold? Oh, of course it's okay if I have to wait until the war's over, so, if you, paid me, say, 590 gold for our services, that ought to do, I think.
Huh? If it's only that much, then Prince Marth would gladly pay.
Huh, phew. The rumors are true. He's completely different from all our employers, up till now, right, Pops?
Oh, hello. you're also from New Mystery of the Emblem, I think. Or not New Mystery, regular Mystery of the Emblem, and also Shadow Dragon. Huh. Hello, Dice. Nice to meet you. Actually, wait, no. He's not from Mystery of the Emblem. He's from Shadow Dragon Remake, because Mystery of the Emblem didn't have the extra chapters, and these guys are joining because of the extra chapter. Forgot about that. Okay, so they're new from Shadow Dragon, and technically new for us as well, basically is what I'm saying.
He is different. Looks like we hit the jackpot coming to this desert. I'm Dice. On behalf of the both of us, it's great to be in your service.
And with that, they've technically officially joined us, even though I don't even have that money on me, but okay, I guess they're joining me.
Sire, we've just received new information. It concerns me that the Assassin's movement, Lord Horus, who thought to ally with us, is in peril.
Lord Horus?
Spooks.
Lord Horus is a Archanea knight in Prince Nina's service. He was our ally. Oh, he's also from Shadow Dragon. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of people from the remake of Shadow Dragon joining us. I believe he's a traitor of Archanea, based on what I think. I think that's what his story was. I read a little bit about some of the people, but I don't know their full stories. But he, based on what I read for his chapter name, it says the traitor of, the worth of a traitor, I believe is the chapter's name. But honestly, I'm not sure. Well, let's see what's going on here.
Lord Horus, I am Marth of Altea. I ask that you lay down your arms. Is Princess Nina safe?
Oh, that's all he cared about. Okay.
We cannot abandon Lord Horus. Yig and Spooks, let's hurry.
And that means we 100% unlocked it, so let's make sure, since it's always a for sure. Okay, so we do. The Mass Sound laughs, and we're finally facing off with Legion again. I think this is his final chapter, because I remember reading something about Legion a long time ago, when he first came out for Fire Emblem Heroes, that his, I'm pretty sure what I read was that the Mass Who Laughs chapter was his final chapter, but I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong. Take it with a grain of salt. But we're finally, if it is that is the case, we're finally going to be getting rid of one of the assassins in the next episode. And that is good, because those guys are trying to kill us. So, other than that, I'm going to skip through the dialogue so we don't look at anything. But we can only use 7 allies, apparently, based on what we can read here. So, with that, let's see what else we can see here. So we have Julian and Spooks' final conversation, Fina and Spooks, and the current status for Chapter 10X. Okay, that's actually pretty easy. Okay, other than that, thank you all for watching today's episode. See you all in the next one. The next one's more than likely going to be a shorter one, like usually with the side stories. But, honestly, I like those being in their own episodes, because, honestly, making 2 episodes mixed into one for 2 chapters kind of doesn't make sense, because I like making 1 episode focus on 1 chapter, because then I can fully put my focus into that chapter, just that chapter. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll be finally taking on Legion for the 2nd time, and maybe even the final one. So, I guess there is one way of telling this. If there's multiple Legions, it indeed is the final map. So this is the final time we'll be facing off with Legion then. So, in the next episode, I'll be seeing you in the final time we're fighting off with Legion / Roro. But, honestly, it's going to be a fun one. So, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. In the Mask That Laughs. Peace out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.